Hello, everyone. I'm sure you've heard of the Counter Subversion Bill 2024 that they are trying to pass at the National Assembly. I think this is originating from the House of Representatives. Crazy bill where it said that if you don't sing the national anthem, you'll be jailed for 10 years. If you protest, there are some jail term. If you insult politician, if you insult call a politician or whatever, all sorts of things. You would think that democracy is no longer what we have in Nigeria, but a dictatorship. You would think that we are under military era where they can just use their decree and tell people that they don't have a right to talk. Even sponsoring of protests, according to this bill that they're trying to pass into law, will now lead to a sentence, a jail term. Can you just believe that? But anyway, let me go to Sahara Reporters. It says House of Reps 10-year prison sentence, 5 million naira fine for Nigerians who refuse to recite national anthem. If that national anthem includes that nonsense that Tinubu brought in or whatever, Aisha Yusufu, let me repeat it again. I'm not reciting nothing. 10 years, that's too small. Now make it 20. 10 years is too small. Not at all. Make it 20. Is it not that prison? I think the people that are in jail are freer than those that are actually outside in Nigeria. So, according to the proposed legislation, anyone found guilty of refusing to recite the national anthem shall be fined 5 million naira, face a 10-year prison sentence or both. The House of Representatives has introduced the Counter Subversion Bill 2024, which aims to impose stringent penalties on Nigerians who fail to recite the national anthem. According to the proposed legislation, anyone found guilty of refusing to recite the national anthem shall be fined 5 million naira, face a 10-year prison sentence, or both. Anyone who destroys a national symbol or a place of worship shall be liable to the same punishment. The bill sponsored by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. This is the same person who has two wives and they were fighting. I think most of us have even forgotten. I had even forgotten that I saw someone writing it, and they were fighting during his swearing in on who to take over what. I think he recently put in an aide, Eniola Badmus, one of those actresses. People that you see them have nothing to offer to Nigerians. And for me, this is the reason why I always talk about the fact that we need to face the legislative arm of government. Dr. Obieze-Kwesili, when she stepped down from the 2019 presidential race, she mentioned the fact that if we want to fix Nigeria, we have to fix politics, and that is so apt. We cannot sit down and allow all manner of people get into these offices, and then they will be giving us problems. They will keep us occupied on the streets, making protests to them, making the marks on them, and then just leave us like that. We need to take this whole fight, we need to take it down to them. And I've said this thing severally, and I'm going to repeat myself again, that the legislative arm of government, is the bedrock of democracy. And if we want to get a Nigeria that works for all of us, we need to focus on that legislative arm. We need to replace the people there with people that will go in there, people with competence, character, capacity. People that will ensure that Nigeria works, not the ones that are there for their selfish reasons or are slaves to whoever is heading the executive. So as we sit down here now, what are we saying? Can we begin to look at things and say, can we get 2 senators? Let's begin to work towards getting 2 senators from every state to be at the national, at the Senate, at the National Assembly, right? And then these people will be people with competence, character, capacity, that are patriotic, that will work for Nigeria, not hungry politicians that are looking for food to eat and looking for money, and anything the executive says, that's what they're going to do. So that's why. Can we look for 4 House of Rep members from every state? Let's search for these people and begin to work toward them getting elected into the National Assembly. Can we begin to look for two House of Assembly, State House of Assembly members from every local government and get them there? By the time we do that, The people of Nigeria will have control of the National Assembly. And then even the executive, leave the executive to be doing their nonsense. They will wake up one day, laws have been changed. That nonsense that they are doing right now, they will have to stop and start working for Nigeria. But you sit down and say, oh, I don't do politics. I'm not going to be part of politics. I'm not going to do this. Guess what? The people in politics will destroy your life, destroy your livelihood, your means of livelihood. We even make laws that say that you cannot protest when they destroy that your life, because that's exactly what they are doing right now. So we either sit up and begin to now also, this is a battleground. We are on a battleground. This is not the time to be doing banters and throwing, exchanging words. This is the time for us to sit down and begin to put things together that ensure that Nigerians who care about Nigeria, Nigerians who are going to work for Nigerians, are the ones that are in position to determine the laws in Nigeria, to determine policies in Nigeria. Otherwise, it's only a matter of time. Shey now even food we can no longer buy. We'll get to a place, even air will not be able to breathe. Anyway, Sha, let me come back to the report and what the report is saying. The bill stipulates anyone found guilty of, okay, I think I've mentioned that before. The bill also states that anyone who sets up an illegal roadblock, performs unauthorized traffic duties, imposes an illegal curfew, organizes an unlawful possession will be subject to a fine of 2 million naira, 5 years imprisonment, or both upon conviction. Also, any person who forcefully takes over any place of worship, town hall, school premises, public or private place, arena or a similar place through duress, undue influence, subterfuge, or other, I don't know what I pronounce. I don't think I pronounced that right, but anyway, that's it. English, no be our language. Or other similar activities, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 5 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 10 years or both. So what they're trying to tell you now, in other words, oh, if you go and do protest at a place or in a school or this, that, this is what they are putting. There's something that the Constitution has guaranteed. These lawmakers are coming from nowhere to be talking in the nonsense. That's because that's what this is all about, talking in the nonsense. A person who professes loyalty, pledges or agrees to belong to an organization that disregards the sovereignty of Nigeria, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 3 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 4 years or both. It also added among others. In May, Bola Tinubu signed into law the bill to revert to Nigeria's old national anthem, which was dropped by a military government in 1978. The newly readopted anthem, which begins Nigeria We Hail Thee, was written by Lillian Jean Williams in 1959 and composed by Francis Berda. So let me say it here again categorically that Aisha Yusufu will not sing this national anthem that was composed by some woman from UK or whatever and discard the one that was done by Nigeria. The one that I know, it goes as follows. Arise, O compatriots, Nigerians call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. O God of creation, direct our noble thought, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow and live in just and true. Great love the heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. To build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you.